Ignore protein powder. This natural diet immediately prevents muscle loss. Put the protein powder away. Real meals can virtually immediately stop muscle loss. Indeed, this is entirely accurate. To keep strong, you don't need expensive powder tubs or intricate smoothies. The supplement corporations don't want you to know what I'm going to show you today. There are common foods that can prevent the breakdown of your muscles. Compared to any protein powder available on the market, these foods function more quickly and efficiently. One of them is so potent that within 30 minutes of consumption, it can begin to reverse muscle loss. The best part is that it only costs less than $2. Welcome to Senior Nutrition, where we provide genuine, useful advice for aging well while sifting through all the marketing jargon. If you're new here, you're going to understand why so many elderly adults have shifted to eating simple, delicious, complete foods instead of squandering money on expensive pills. The protein supplement market is a billionaire business, let's face it. They have persuaded us that in order to maintain our muscles as we age, we must consume their processed goods. And I'd love to hear your thoughts before we get started. Have you ever experimented with substituting entire foods for protein powder? Tell us about your experience in the comments section. Your stories are always enjoyable to read. The first is the issue with protein supplements. Ads with active seniors sipping shakes and claiming that these unique formulae are the key to keeping strong are common. However, most businesses don't disclose this fact. The majority of protein powders undergo extensive processing. This indicates that a large number of the organic substances your body requires to grow muscle are taken away. They frequently contain isolated proteins devoid of the natural aids that give protein its effectiveness, artificial sweeteners that cause digestive distress, and synthetic vitamins that are difficult for your body to absorb. Even worse, a lot of senior citizens claim that powders upset their stomachs and create gas and bloating. Simply said, our bodies were not designed to survive on powders produced in factories. Real food, whole natural foods that provide not only protein, but also a complete orchestra of nutrients that work together to build and safeguard your muscles. You get more than simply protein from the meals I'm about to present. Additionally, they include special chemicals that prevent muscle breakdown, increase protein utilization, reduce inflammation, and supply the precise nourishment that aging muscles need. Second, why protein supplements are inferior to entire foods. Let's examine the reasons that whole foods are considerably more effective than powders. First, it's known as food synergy by scientists. Whole foods nutrients naturally cooperate in ways that supplements cannot replicate. Whole meals provide you with a whole orchestra, whereas a scoop of powder is like listening to just one instrument. Second, the coactors, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and plant chemicals that support protein function are all present in real diets. Although synthetic vitamins may be added via powders, they are not in the natural forms or ratios that your body actually recognizes. Third, complete foods proteins are preserved in their original condition. Your body has developed the ability to use and digest them. Conversely, high heat processing in protein powders destroys these natural structures, decreasing their effectiveness and making them more difficult to digest. Fourth, complete meals provide long-lasting muscle protection by releasing nutrients gradually. Although powders enter your system swiftly, they leave just as quickly. For elderly people who do not eat as frequently, it is a major problem. And lastly, authentic food is tasty. It may seem easy, but the secret to maintaining good habits is to enjoy your meals. You will cheerfully stay with wonderful meals that contain ingredients that protect your muscles for the rest of your life. But no one looks forward to sipping a chalky shake every day. The third is the meals that keep your muscles safe. Ricotta cheese is the first. Let's begin with ricotta cheese, the most potent muscle food that hardly anyone discusses. Not Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, but ricotta in particular. When it comes to protecting muscle, this mild, creamy cheese has a secret that makes it more efficient than protein powder. It begins to act within minutes. Of all the entire foods, ricotta has the highest natural concentration of whey protein. However, ricotta's whey is in its natural state, encircled by lipids and minerals that aid in its real utilization by your body, in contrast to the processed whey found in powders. Whey protein swiftly enters your system after consumption, triggering an instantaneous signal to halt muscle breakdown. The exciting part is about to begin. Leucine is abundant in ricotta, roughly 3 g per cup. When it comes to creating muscle, leucine is like a master switch. Your muscles receive the signal to stop degrading and begin rebuilding as soon as your blood levels rise. Albumin is also present in ricotta, the same protein as egg whites, but in a form that is softer and simpler to digest. Since albumin is the most efficient protein, your body can use almost all of it to build muscle. There isn't a protein powder like that. Furthermore, ricotta offers calcium in a unique manner. More fast than any supplement, your body absorbs calcium lactate. This calcium is essential for muscle contractions as well as bones. No matter how much protein you consume, your muscles cannot work correctly if you don't get enough. Not to mention that ricotta is naturally creamy, soft, and palatable. It's the ideal option for anyone who has swallowing difficulties or dental problems. It won't make you feel bloated or uncomfortable like powders do. It can be eaten salty or sweet, spread over whole grain bread, combined with honey and fruit, or substituted for heavy cream in soups. Each meal tastes like a pleasure rather than medication and provides your muscles with immediate protection. Watermelon is number 2. The second item that prevents muscle loss isn't even heavy in protein, which is surprising. It's a watermelon. In fact, one of the best nutrients for protecting your muscles is that sweet, cool summer fruit. And the reason watermelon is the most abundant natural supply is explained by science. Of citrin, an amino acid. Citrin is converted by your body to arginine, which subsequently yields nitric oxide. The chemistry shouldn't concern you. This is its meaning. By widening your blood vessels, nitric oxide helps your muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, while also removing waste products that lead to discomfort and exhaustion. Research indicates that consuming watermelon or its juice might reduce muscle fatigue by as much as 40% and accelerate recovery by over half. It's not only for athletes either. Because circulation normally slows down with age, it's even more crucial for senior citizens. Additionally, watermelon has a lot of potassium, more per wedge than a banana, which helps maintain healthy muscular function and avoid cramping. Furthermore, it contains a lot of lycopene, an antioxidant that is also present in tomatoes, but in greater concentrations. Lycopene prevents damage to your muscle cells, which accelerates muscle loss with aging. Watermelon's natural sugars are also beneficial. Following any exercise, be it cleaning, gardening, or walking, your muscles need to replenish their energy reserves. Watermelon's natural fruit sugars are excellent at this, and citrin aids in muscle recovery. Watermelon should be eaten an hour before or immediately after an activity for optimal effects. It improves performance prior to workout. After that, it speeds up the recovery of your muscles. The white rind, which contains even more citrin, is even juiced by certain people. 3. Salmon in a can. The third item on our list is convenient and potent. Tin salmon, particularly sockeye or pink salmon that was captured in the wild. Even though it doesn't sound spectacular, it's one of the most comprehensive foods that protect muscles that you can consume right out of the can. About 25 g of total protein can be found in a single container. However, that is only the start. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, are abundant in salmon. Older muscles benefit greatly from these good fats. They increase the sensitivity of your muscles to protein. This implies that when you're eating enough omega-3, you can gain more muscle from the same quantity of protein. Studies reveal that older persons who consume omega-3 rich fish consistently maintain greater strength and lose less muscle than poor fish. Additionally, omega-3s reduce inflammation, which promotes a healthy environment for muscular growth. The soft, edible bones inside canned salmon are an additional undiscovered advantage. Rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, they are essential for healthy muscles. The natural D3 form of vitamin D, which your body produces from sunlight, aids in the healthy function of muscles. Zeaxanthin, the antioxidant that gives salmon its pink hue, is also present in salmon. In particular, zeaxanthin shields muscle tissue against harm and stress, including from everyday activities. Not to mention convenience. Salmon Innakin keeps for years in the pantry and doesn't need to be cooked or cleaned up. Mash it with avocado on toast, add it to salads, or eat it plain. About $3 per. Since the canning process softens the protein and the bones, it's less expensive than protein powders and frequently simpler to digest. For whole eggs, after decades of discussion, the science is finally clear on the fourth food. One of the best foods for growing muscle on the globe is whole eggs, yolk included. It has been demonstrated that consuming entire eggs after working out increases muscle growth by roughly 40% compared to consuming just egg whites. Why? Because the yolk has special substances that increase the synthesis of muscle proteins in ways that we are now learning about. With a biological value of 100, eggs offer the highest quality protein score of any whole food, allowing your body to use almost all of it for muscle building. It's not just the protein, though. Choline, which facilitates nerve-muscle communication, vitamin D, which promotes muscle function, and vitamin A, which is required, are all found in the yolk. To make proteins. Additionally, leucine-rich protein clusters found in eggs are superior to isolated leucine found in supplements at signaling muscle growth. Put otherwise, powders are not as effective as the natural package. Here's a hint. You can increase your absorption of vitamins from vegetables by up to 7 times when you eat eggs with them. Therefore, a vegetarian omelet is not only delicious, but also a powerful muscle protector. Regarding cholesterol, we now know that most people, especially those in their latter years, benefit from it. It aids in the production of hormones like testosterone, which are crucial for muscle maintenance and naturally decrease with age. Kefir, number 5. Eastern Europeans have been enjoying the fifth dish for generations, and it works its wonders while you sleep. This tart fermented milk beverage, known as kefir, has benefits for muscle health that protein powders just cannot match. No other dairy product contains as many probiotics as kefir, up to 60 distinct types of beneficial yeasts and bacteria. The benefits of these probiotics extend beyond aiding with digestion. In reality, they promote muscle health through a process known to scientists as the gut-muscle link. Compounds produced by a healthy gut help your body consume protein more effectively and lower inflammation. Kefir's protein has already been partially broken down by fermentation, making it simpler to absorb, particularly for elderly people with weakened digestive systems. This means you can use protein almost perfectly without experiencing the bloating or upset stomach that powders frequently induce. The casein content of kefir is what truly sets it apart. For up to 7 hours, casein delivers amino acids gradually while forming a mild gel in your stomach. Kefir essentially feeds your muscles all night long when you drink it before bed, avoiding the breakdown that typically occurs while you sleep. Additionally, kefir contains peptides that increase immunity, decrease inflammation, and lower blood pressure. They all immediately safeguard the health of muscles. Furthermore, fermentation produces vitamin K2 in the form of 7 Malawian quaches, which reroutes calcium from your arteries to your muscles and bones. Do you want to improve it further? For more omega-3s, stir in a teaspoon of ground flax seeds. For additional antioxidants, combine it with berries. In contrast to chalky smoothies, kefir is organically pleasant and revitalizing to sip on a daily basis. Black beans are number 6. Although the 6th food may contradict your preconceived notions about plant proteins, the study is sound. Surprisingly, black beans are good for your muscles. About 18 grams of protein are found in 1 cup of cooked black beans. However, resistant starch, a form of fiber that supports the beneficial bacteria in your stomach, is what gives them their true power. Butyrate, a substance that has been shown to strengthen and protect muscle, is produced by those bacteria. Additionally, black beans produce what scientists refer to as the second meal effect. To put it simply, Ingesting them improves how your muscles use protein from that meal and subsequent ones. They set your body up to profit more from each bite. More than half of your daily folate needs can be met in only 1 cup because to their high folate content. The production of new cells, particularly muscle cells, depends on folate. However, a lot of older adults are undernourished. Additionally, they are a great source of magnesium, a mineral that supports hundreds of muscle functions, including protein synthesis and energy production. No matter how much protein you eat, your muscles cannot use it efficiently without it. Furthermore, anthocyanins, the same antioxidants present in blueberries, are abundant in black beans and help prevent age-related muscle loss and protect muscles from harm. Bean fiber also maintains stable blood sugar levels, avoiding the crashes and spikes that cause your muscles to break down. Beets, number 7. You might be surprised by our 7th dish, beets. Nowadays, it's acknowledged that these unassuming root vegetables rank among the finest diets for maintaining muscle strength and function, particularly as we age. Your body converts dietary nitrates, which are found in beets, into nitric oxide. This increases blood flow to muscles by as much as 20%, allowing waste to be eliminated and more oxygen and nutrients to be delivered. Beet juice or cooked beets can increase muscular efficiency by 16%, according to studies, allowing you to perform the same exercise with less weariness and injury to your muscles. The substances that give beets their rich red hue are called betalains. One of the primary causes of aging muscle loss is muscular inflammation, which these natural anti-inflammatories specifically target. Beets' natural sugars release gradually, providing consistent energy for activities without causing blood sugar spikes that encourage the disintegration of muscles. Additionally, they include betaine, which aids in the natural production of creatine by your body. Muscle strength and energy depend on creatine, but as we age, our body produces less of it. Beets aid in its natural restoration. It is particularly beneficial to eat beets before engaging in any exercise, such as housework, walking, or gardening. They protect your muscles while you move and increase your stamina. Sardines, number 8. In olive oil. Of all the sardines packed in olive oil, the 8th and last dish might be the most potent. They provide a special combination of nutrients that no powder could possibly replicate. About 23 grams of high-quality protein, including all the key amino acids your muscles require, may be found in one small can. However, that is only the start. One serving of sardines can provide up to 70% of your daily requirement for vitamin D, making them one of the greatest sources of the vitamin. Vitamin D deficiency is directly associated with accelerated muscle atrophy and muscle weakening in older persons. They also contain a lot of omega-3 fatty acids in their most readily available natural form. In addition to reducing inflammation, these fats increase the sensitivity of your muscle cells to growth impulses. In other words, omega-3 fatty acids from sardines enhance the effectiveness of every gram of protein you consume. An additional layer of value is added by being packed in olive oil. Olive oil's good fats aid in the body's absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, while also reducing inflammation. Olive oil and fish oil work together to protect muscles in a potent combination. One of the best sources of CoQ10, a chemical that your muscle cells use to produce energy, is sardines. Fatigue results from a natural decline in CoQ10 levels with age. Sardines, on the other hand, replenish it in a highly absorbable form. Additionally, don't ignore the fragile bones within. They are a mild organic calcium supply, and two minerals that are essential for powerful muscular contractions are phosphorus and magnesium. Sardine bones contain calcium, which is easier on the stomach than calcium tablets. For a straightforward daily menu, let's now combine everything into a workable daily schedule. One that maintains the strength of your muscles without requiring protein powder. Start your day with scrambled eggs and vegetables or with entire eggs cooked with a little olive oil. You get complete protein from this, along with all the additional nutrients your muscles require to get a good start to the day. Enjoy a small bowl of ricotta with fresh berries as a mid-morning snack. The berries provide antioxidants to keep your muscles strong, and the ricotta's fast-acting whey protein prevents your muscles from breaking down too soon. The healthiest fruit is berries. Try a black bean salad with vibrant veggies and a little olive oil for lunch. This combination of plants, healthy fats, fiber, and protein provide the ideal conditions for maintaining muscle throughout the afternoon. Eat some watermelon in the afternoon, particularly if you've been active. Its natural sugars provide you more energy, and the citrin speeds up the healing of your muscles. It's particularly cool on hot days. Serve roasted carrots and beets with canned fish or sardines for supper. That gives you nitric oxide boosters, omega-3 fatty acids, and complete protein will help to protect and rejuvenate your muscles at night. Drink a little glass of kaffir before bed. In order to keep your muscles from breaking down while you sleep, the slow-release casein protein will nourish them all night long. This is not an exacting guideline. Feel free to mix and match these foods. Variety is the key. Consuming a variety of foods throughout the week to provide your muscles the complete variety of nutrients that provide protection. This is the option. You can continue to spend money on processed powders, drink chalky-tasting smoothies, struggle with stomach problems and bloating, and still wonder why your muscles are weakening. Alternatively, you can adopt these 8 complete foods that can not only prevent muscle loss, but also restore your enjoyment of eating. Hearty eggs, probiotic-rich kefir, luscious watermelon, creamy ricotta, convenient canned salmon, and nourishing black beans, nutritious sardines, and invigorating beets. These are not merely food items. They help you maintain your strength, self-reliance, and standard of living. Rather than opposing your body's natural cycles, they work with them. Every meal is an opportunity to strengthen and protect your muscles. A powder manufactured in a lab is not necessary. Real food is exactly how your body is supposed to use it. I appreciate you being here with me today on Senior Nutrition. If this message made you realize how much more powerful whole foods are than supplements, please forward it to someone who could use it. Additionally, let me know in the comments which of these dishes you are most eager to try. Always remember that actual food is always preferable to powder. Eat well, be strong, and keep going till the next time. If you came upon this video helpful, don't forget to click like. The channel benefits greatly from it. In order to ensure that you never miss any more videos, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Please leave a comment below with your comments. I'd love to know what you think. I appreciate you seeing, and I'll see you in the next.